let's dive into some questions then, because of course, people in Sweden and people across Europe know how big Melodifestivalen is, potentially bigger than Eurovision itself. So, to you, what does Melodifestivalen mean?
Wow. It means a lot to me. That's where I got my first breakthrough as an artist. Just in Sweden in general. I placed the first time in 2013 that I was in the competition with my song "Begging." At the time, I placed fourth, and that, like, I basically overnight I just had a career in music. So Melodifestivalen made that possible for me. So Melodifestivalen means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful for just being able to be part of it once again, you know.
And how do you look back on those experiences back in 2013 and 2014? Because what is it now? 7 years since you've done it, but
Yeah.
surely you've got some great memories from those two occasions.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like, looking back, like I said, like, overnight I just had a music career, and which I'm so grateful for. And things I've learned from it is um oh, I've learned so much. It's so hard to pinpoint just one thing, but I think I think it's taught me to I think the competition has just taught me just, how to as an artist speak to, because you're doing the show just as much for the people in the arena, but you're also doing a show for people at home watching it, so it's that you have to find that balance of i'm I'm gonna entertain a crowd of 50,000 people, and I don't know, maybe let's say 2 million viewers at home that I need to speak to just as much as well. So it's just taught me how to, like, balance that, and it's taught me how to keep my nerves cool, because it's super nervous every time. I feel like it's the first time I ever walk up on a stage, but yeah, I would say that's the greatest lesson that Melody Festival has taught me, how to balance live show versus, well, it is live, but you get what I'm saying, like a recorded, because it's just as important that you watch into the cameras as you feel like you make, because you cannot only stare into the cameras and not make the audience feel like they're watching your show too, so it's that balance. Yeah.
And why have you decided to come back in 2021? Of course, you've mentioned, all these special memories you've got from Melodifestivalen and how it sort of gave you this career. But why do you think 2021 is the right time to come back?
Good question. I think it wasn't so much my choice, to be honest with you, because I was writing a lot of music this past year, and we wrote this song, New Religion, and I don't know, something was just calling for me. Like I didn't set out to write a song for Melody Festival, and it just kind of naturally happened, and I was living in Miami at the time. I still live there. Right now I'm in Sweden, but I was living in Miami at the time, and we wrote the song, and I just sent it to the team in Sweden, and I was like, guys, what you think? I was like, I can see this potentially, hopefully, doing well in Melodifestivalen. And they agreed with me, and they were like, whoa, shit, yes, and I was like, yeah, I think we should do it, so it just kind of like, I wasn't planning on doing it. The song just came to me, and I got great feedback from it, so I was like, okay, let's do it.
I appreciate we've not heard the song yet publicly, but people, of course, will remember your songs Begging and Natural from a few years ago. The high-tempo songs, they're
Right.
very upbeat. So are we going to expect a very similar style to that this year?
Yes and no. Yes and no. It's upbeat, yes. It's very energetic. I'm gonna dance my ass off. As I'm working out every day now. I'm so tired from working out constantly, but I have to, because otherwise it's impossible to do it. Like if your stamina and your condition is not on top, I will be dead by the second chorus. So yes, it has a lot of energy. It's upbeat. However, I would say this time it's a little more organic sounding, not as synthy and EDM-y. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying yes and no. I produced the song myself, actually, and so I'm playing, to give you a hint of what to expect. I'm playing bass, I'm playing electric guitar, I'm also playing some keys and some synths and stuff like that. So it's still in there, but it's not. However, it's not revolved around this EDM. That was the sound back then. So naturally it was that. However, now it's a little more organic, but it's still upbeat and it's very energetic.
You mentioned all of that, production that you've worked on yourself. Is this one of the proudest songs that you've worked on, because there's you've worked on the majority of it?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Because it's different. I didn't produce or write begging. I mean, I changed some words in begging, but I don't consider that writing. You get what I'm saying? Like, the song was kind of already there, and I was just like, oh, maybe we can say this instead. And they were like, yeah, sure. So that's not really writing. And same with Natural. So yeah, I would say that. However, I'm really proud of all of them, because at the end of the day, they are my songs. I competed with them and poured everything I had into both of them on stage. So I'm very. It's a different kind of proud, but yeah, I would say I'm more proud of New Religion for sure. Just because I'm more hands-on in everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You mentioned you've been working out for the staging, for the routine. Presumably we're going to get another one of these memorable dance routines from you as well, because as well as being a singer, you are a professional dancer and choreographer as well, aren't you?
Yeah, correct. That's how everything started for me. I was since I was 15, I started working professionally as a dancer in Sweden, and people have seen me behind other artists in Melodifestivalen before. Just maybe they haven't noticed me, but I've been around it a lot ever since I was. Let's see. I think the first time I did it, I was 16. Yeah. So I've been around it for some time, but yeah, I started as a dancer and a choreographer. I was choreographing a bunch of artists. Eric Sade. Who else was in Melodifestivalen? Andreas Lundstedt. What else did I choreograph for Melody? I think that's it. I think that's what I choreographed for Melodifestivalen, and then I've been a dancer. I don't know how many times, but but yeah, that's how it all started. So it's. I'm sorry. I was talking way too much and I forgot your question.
I was saying, are we going to expect another one of your big dance routines on stage?
Yes, most definitely. That's where I was going. I completely forgot where I was going. I just started talking and I completely forgot. Yeah, you guys will. I actually had a rehearsal last night, so I'm pretty tired. We were going from like 8 to 12 last night. So I'm dancing a lot, and it's gonna be. I'm trying to do. Each time, I always try to do a better show. We'll see. I mean, it's not up to me if it was better. It's up to everyone watching. But I always set out to like make something even more phenomenal than last time. But yes, you guys can expect a show for sure.
Perfect. Very excited to see it. You mentioned earlier about choreographing and dancing with Eric Sade at Melodifestivalen. Of course, he's back this year, and there's so many other big names as well. Charlotte Perrelli, the Mamas, Dotta's back. Is this, do you think, going to be one of the strongest editions of Melodifestivalen?
I think so. I think it's gonna be a fun year to watch. It's gonna be hard for the contestants, because there are a lot of big names, and there's a lot of competition, and really anything can happen. But I think I think for the people watching at home, it's gonna be a lot of fun because of it as well. So yeah, it's
And
gonna
how,
be harder for us though.
and how do you think your performance is going to feel like? Because you mentioned about how normally you'll be trying to perform for the TV cameras, but also for this massive audience. But for 2021, we're unlikely to have this massive stadium arena. So are you going to have to try and adapt your style so you're just focusing on the TV cameras?
Exactly. That's my plan. So I'm kind of watching it. I don't want to give anyone else tips on how to do it, but but I'm kind of, as I'm creating the show, I'm kind of trying to make it. I want you guys to watch a 3-minute music video. You get what I'm saying? Instead of a live performance, I want you guys to watch a music video for 3 minutes. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes.
Well, you may remember, was it Benjamin Ingrosso back in 2018? His was very similar, wasn't it? His was a very music video style, and he won the thing. So
That's
you never
right.
know.
That's right. He did. I actually didn't think about that. You're absolutely right. Yes, he did. Yeah, exactly. And it was how can I say? That was so that's how you have to think, in my opinion. I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, but that's how I think. I think of it as, okay, now I have to make a show purely for the cameras. What looks best into a camera? You get what I'm saying? Not what looks best as a live performance, because no one's there watching. So it's pure. I've choreographed and I have put together the show purely for the cameras and for the viewers at home.
Now, give us an idea of what it would mean to you to win Melodifestivalen and represent Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest. This is the third time you've entered Melodifestivalen as a lead artist. So is this going to be third time lucky for you?
I don't know. Again, like it's that's always up to the people voting, and you get what I'm saying. I'm just my intention is not. I haven't entered the contest with the intention of I'm gonna win. I've just entered the contest with just humbleness and gratefulness to be able to be a part of it. Again, and I'm just gonna give it my all, and then at the end of the day, it's up to Sweden what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. We can't. We the artists, we can only do our best. You know.
And what message do you have for the people who are listening at home who will hopefully be picking up the phone to vote for you?
What message? I love you all. Thank you for voting. And I will do my absolute best to not make you guys disappointed.